Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today I have my Project Campaign first update for you guys. So it's been 3 weeks since I started using these products and I am going to show you the progress on these items. There are 3 items that I actually managed to finish, which I'm super happy with. So I'm going to start off with those actual items. So the first item that I managed to finish was my Lise Watier Eau de Mer perfume. I was up to that mark right there when I started the project and now it is completely gone. There is a tiny hint at the bottom, I don't know if you can tell, but there is no way to get that out. The sprayer just won't work anymore, and since it's like 2 uses, I'm not gonna fuss anymore over that. But that one went by super fast. I was also using it as a like room spray in my car and stuff like that, just because I wasn't such a big fan of the scent of it on me. Like the only reason I liked it is because of the memory that it brought back, but actually it's almost like a grandma-ish type of a scent at this point and it isn't so flattering on me, so I'm super excited that I actually managed to finish that one. Then the second one item that I managed to finish up was my Zora Bio Cosmetic Xia Pure Argan. I had marked it as being on the top of the bottle, but it must have been a lot lower than that because I actually used it up in the first 3 weeks. I don't really understand how the product works because like you have a squeeze bottle and like the actual amount of product like seems to be only like the top part of the bottle. The rest of it looks like empty packaging because there's like a bottom that you can see that is really high up. So I have no clue how it works or anything like that, but it seems like there wasn't a lot of product in there. It's like a 50 ml, it's a 1.69 fluid ounce, but I feel like the container is like misleading because there's definitely not as much as you would think in these containers. So this is item number 2 that I managed to finish. Then item number 3 that I finished, finished 2 days ago I guess, is the Boscia Luminizing Black Mask. I was about up here when I started and I've been using this one more than once a week since I started, and my boyfriend used it once or twice as well and we completely used it up. Also I was using it in thick layers because I feel like this mask works better if you use it in thick layers, because then when you go to peel it off it peels easily, rather than if you're doing just thin layers it's really a pain to remove it and it doesn't come off as well as you would like it to. But if you use it into thick layers it peels up really well, and it was a fun mask to use, but I wouldn't repurchase it because I don't feel like it does anything other than maybe like exfoliating the top surface of your skin because you're peeling. I don't feel like this was really worth it, so it was an okay product, nothing more than that, and I'm quite happy that I finished it. Then there was one item that I traded off for something else because I ended up not liking it at all. I don't have the original container anymore because I gave it away to family, but the item that I traded was the MAC concealer, the MAC Longwear concealer, and I switched it up for this Maybelline Fit Me concealer because I tried using the MAC Longwear one under my eyes and it was way too light. I didn't like the look that it gave off and it was too much work in the morning and everything, so I decided not to use it because that concealer I could only use it if I was doing a triangle under my eyes, otherwise it was way too light, and every day I don't do the triangle method. I prefer spot concealing than anything, so I traded off for this Maybelline one. So when I started with the Maybelline I was at this mark right there, and right now I am at that mark right there. So I used a little bit of it and there's really not that much left, maybe 1 or 2 uses more before this one is done. I know that like it looks full right here, but there is really nothing in it. It's only a little bit on the sides that I'm going to scrape off afterwards, but there's really not that much left in this one. Then I'm going to go into the other items that I have used. I'm going to start picking stuff up at random. The first one is the Caudalie Eau de Beauté, their beauty elixir. So this is where I was at in the first update, that mark right there. And now this is where I'm at currently. I'm using this before I go to bed every night, just as a like quick refresher before I go to bed and like a bedtime ritual. It is okay, but I'm going to be happy when this one is gone because I don't really feel like this does anything at all to my skin, but at least now I'm using it. So I'm thinking one, maybe two more updates, and this one will definitely be done. Then another one that has a great amount of progress on it is the Porefessional by Benefit. This is where I was at in the last update, and this is where I'm at currently. So that is how much I have left in this tube. I think that there's also an air bubble somewhere in the container, because like you squeeze and product comes up right away, but it feels like there's a lot of air in there and not only product in there. So I might be surprised and there might be a little bit less than I'm thinking just because of the air bubble. But this one I'm using every single morning to prime off my face. So basically I am putting this before I do anything else to my face makeup wise. Sometimes I'll put foundation over it, but sometimes I'll just leave it be, and it just like refines my pores a little bit and stuff, and it does an okay job at that. I'm not impressed with this product. Like, I thought there's so much hype going on with it that I thought that it would be making me look really poreless, but it really doesn't do that too much. Like, I don't really see that my pores look all that finer. The only time that I will see a little bit of difference is if I'm putting powder foundation, like mineral powder over top. Then in those times I will look and see that there's a tiny hint of the difference, but otherwise I really don't feel like this minimizes as much as its reputation is leading on to. There are other products out there that I think do a better job than the Porefessional. Then one other item that has been shaken a little bit, so the marks look kind of wrong, is the Fekkai Advanced Brilliant Glossing Cream. This is where I was at in the last update, and this is where I'm at right now. As you can tell, yes, the bottle is going a little bit more angled at the bottom, so there's a little bit less at the bottom than at the top, but I'm definitely not going to be able to finish that one in this project. I'm using it to style my hair every other day because I'm washing every other day, and this is how much I managed to use. It's still a nice chunk of product, but it's definitely not enough to where I would use it completely during the project, but I would like to get it down to at least the bottom of that green part. If at the end of the project I could be at the bottom of this, I'd be super thrilled, because then one more project and I would be out of it. So this is how much progress I have got so far. I don't think that I'm going to manage to finish it, but there's still a nice amount of it. Then another item that I had for hair that I used quite a bit of is the Blandi dry conditioner spray. I was about right here in the first update. I don't know if you can tell the marks, and right now I'm about here. I know that it's not like a clear mark because obviously I cannot see through this, but by shaking it, that's pretty much how low I feel like I am on. I'm definitely thinking that I could finish that one in the next 2 weeks, and I would be super thrilled with that, because this is a product that I don't feel does anything at all to my hair. I don't feel like it gives any extra shine or helps them to detangle, as it mentioned on the bottle. I don't feel like this does anything at all to my hair. It's not enough for where it would give any extra shine when you are using your dry shampoo at the roots, and then that at the bottom. I don't feel like this does anything at all, so I will be super thrilled when it is done. Then one item that there is a tiny hint of progress on, but really not that much, is the Smashbox Limitless Eyeliner. So in the last update, like if I hold it up like that, in the first video I was at this little mark right there at the top, and right now I'm at the little mark that's a little bit lower. So honestly, I sharpened this once. There is barely no progress to show. I will have to sharpen it like this week or something like that, because it's starting to be a little bit flat at the top, but this is going to last me at the very least to the end of the project, and I'm not even certain that I will be able to finish that one during this project. Then one item that I didn't use at all during this update, and that is completely brand new, is the Vita Liberata Luxury Tan. This is their 2-3 week tan lotion, and this one is a like deluxe size sample. It has 20 ml in it. So this one, if I do use it, like it's going to go by super fast. I think there are maybe 2 full body uses in this little container, but I still haven't used it at all, so it is completely full as of right now. So the 2 items that I'm the most worried about for this project are these 2 right here. I'm pretty much certain that those 2 won't be finished, but I'm going to work and finish at using up as much as I can out of those 2. In order to be happy with myself, I would like to use this at least once in the next 2 weeks so that I can use like half of it and have only one more use in it. And then I'm going to go on and still work on the other items that I also have in this project. So my next update for this project pan will be in 2 weeks, and all other updates from then on will also be every other 2 weeks. So thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you in the next video. Have a great day. Bye bye.